Welcome to Wealth Creation Investing, and we're going to be talking about trading today in the Forex markets. Greetings everyone, my name is Forex Joe, and this is being recorded on Tuesday, and we're going to be discussing the current market conditions, the social media hack from AP, and talk a little bit about the US yen and crosses. I'd like to put this disclaimer up. If you've not went through our video training in the past and this is your first visit, please stop this video at this time and read this disclaimer. Those of you that's followed us in the past know that we have this disclaimer everywhere on our website so we can continue. I like to show everyone these gears before we do any type of training, and it more or less talks about multiple time frames. You can see on the far left hand side the 15-minute chart and how much work it has to do to rotate into a 30-minute, 1 hour. Then you see the progression of how it slows down going into a 4-hour chart, daily, weekly, and monthly. Everything that I do here at Wealth Creation Investing is predicated on the previous 24-hour chart or a daily chart, and I'm looking left to right as a swing position trader trying to match up daily, weekly, and monthly scenarios that generates more positive pips. And we cover all trading styles here at Wealth Creation Forex, including scalping, where you just get a few pips, day trading, swing, and position style. As each and every one of you continue your journey, I'd like to show you our little buddy here, Skippy. Skippy is the light bulb moments that you will continue to have in the Forex markets. Now, I am started my 12th year trading in the Forex markets. It's only been available to retail traders since 1998. I've been very blessed in being able to determine and develop scenarios that work long-term in the markets, doing an exhaustive study, and I work with an overseas group in producing information of substance that I've now brought back to teach to people like you. Well, social media in the 21st century. We had the Boston explosions here recently. We had the explosion in West Texas, which was about 55 miles from me. And then on Tuesday afternoon, we had a false rumor of an explosion at the White House that caused stocks and all types of markets to briefly plunge. In fact, in the Forex markets, you saw about a 100 pip drop in the yen pairs and yen crosses. And AP confirmed that its Twitter feed had been hacked. It reported that on this Twitter account that there was 2 explosions at the White House and that our President Obama was injured. Now, this caused massive confusion, and within a 3-minute period, the markets went absolutely crazy. The Dow dropped about 143 pips in 1 minute. Within 6 minutes, the Dow recovered its losses and was trading with triple-digit gains. Ladies and gentlemen, this hacking and the inferential Twitter and posting market-moving news might be the gigantic crime here in 2013. Now, my condolences goes out to anyone who was stopped out on their trade, but the bottom line is that we saw rapid fire trading, and this is highlighting the roles of computers and algorithm trading on Wall Street. That goes to show you how the algorithms are able to react very quickly, and humans had the bejeebers scared out of them. Now, if you're a follower of Wealth Creation Forex, this is off our latest report from Monday night, and as you can see, we had a current situation in the euro on Monday night at 99.22. We had a 3 out of 3 channel at 99.67 as we continue embarking on our ride from 79.50-80 area as we continue towards 100. We had a buy at 99.31, a sell at 98.99, and what took place was we were seeing the US yen right around 99.50 area. Once this took place, it dropped all the way down to 98.48. So we had a 107 pips scenario that happened here in the Forex markets in the 24-hour period. We had almost a 100 pip drop once this bogus announcement happened. Those of you that have been trained knew that we had a reversal in our experience trade once it dipped to 98.90, 98.80 area to buy at 99.01. Now, if you're following our FX book, our trader that's doing these trades live had got in at 99.01. He took profit 1, he took profit 2, this quick turnaround knocked him out, but because of the software we used, he was able to get 20 pips, 49.9, which is rounded off to 50 pips, which is 70, and then it knocked him out at 15.8, so he was able to generate about 86 pips. As this was happening live in the markets in a 3-minute period, because he was studying this, he was right there when the markets was happening. He was able to get in on a reverse trade, and in that reverse trade, he was able to generate positive pips of substance. And we'll talk more about that as we go to the next slide. In the next slide is the actual screenshot from the person who's taking care of the FX book. And as I alluded to earlier, this shows his first trade. He got take profit 1 at 20 pips, take profit 2 at 49.9, take profit 3 on a third scenario that we teach everyone was knocked out at 15.8. Once you see this huge drop of this candle right here, and you can see that this is just a long, quick wick that happened within 3 minutes. This is a 15-minute chart, and then it came all the way back. So after gaining 86 pips on a trade that was in our trade plan alerts, our trader was monitoring this. Once it dipped below to the 98.50 area, he has been following this trade from the 80 area all the way up near 100. The highest we've been is 99.93. You see that right here. He was using our software. When it reversed, he went ahead and put in another trade, a buy at 99.01. Once this kicked back in, and within a matter of minutes reversed, once the reversal was in place, it happened within a few minutes, and our trader was able to go ahead and re-enter this, set this trade at 99.01. It hit take profit 1, take profit 2, and because at near the end of the day this had been range bound in about a 100 pip move, he went ahead and took his last lot off. So on combined, he was able to generate 160 pips because of what took place in the markets. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the moral to the story. This is a tremendous teaching tool, because in the future you're going to have aberrations. You're going to have situations that continue to happen like this, where you're going to have to pay attention and know what to do in advance. I would ask that you review this tape many times and you get prepared on the currency pairs that you're trading on what to do if there are unforeseen aberrations or catastrophes, much like what happened in Boston, the explosion in West Texas, what's happened in Cyprus, and be prepared in case there is some type of terrorist attack emergency, to where you can see the markets reacted within a matter of minutes. Not only did the Dow drop 143 points in 1 minute, but as you can see, this currency pair dropped almost 100 pips within a matter of seconds. And then a couple minutes later, it retraced back up. Our trader who's doing this in the FX book was able to reset his trade at 99.9901 because the overall trend is up, and he was able to take profit 1 at 20 pips, take profit 2 at 40 pips, and then set to where he took his last lot off, and he made over 160 to 180 pips on this trade. That is something of substance that you can't make up. It happened, and it shows being focused and what happens if you are focused in the Forex markets. Now, Reuters has dug up the trading volumes in the futures market. Many of you are in the futures market in this 3-minute period. There was 260 front month S&P E-mini contracts traded, or that's about 13% of the average daily volume. There was 180,000 front month 10-year Treasury note future contracts. The S&P contracts would be worth around 20 billion. The T-note futures would have been around 18 billion. All of this in a matter of 3 minutes. We're talking about $38 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just 2 contracts, and it's notional. Not gains and losses, but it shows how it would be nearly impossible to track down anyone who traded it. Shorting for 10 points on 1,000 email contracts is worth $750,000. Imagine trading in the Forex markets. It's 10 times the size. It would be entirely undetectable. There were people who made billions of dollars, and there were people who were not protected using the wealth creation Forex system or the software that protects them, that lost their accounts because of this fiasco. Think about that. And in closing, I'd like to thank you for taking time to attend this video training webinar. And remember, we live in turbulent times under current market conditions. It's going to get worse before it gets better. The more prepared you are as a Forex trader, the more you're able to take care of your personal finances, the more protection that you have, limits risk management, and allows you an opportunity to follow our system and generate positive pips even within a 3 to 5 minute period while others are scattering around. Our trader in his FX book was able to generate positive pips of an additional 100 pips very quickly because he was focused on what he was doing. Till next time, may all the pips be with you. I'm Forex Joe, and thank you.